Malo Lele, kia ora, and welcome everyone to our show. This is Journey Beyond the Horizon. I'd like to welcome our guest speaker for today. He's one of our podcasts and also our episode for today. One of Tonga's son and also rugby player. Tokotaha vaina akapulu profesional din, i mga akapulu ke mga whaingamari ke tau mai ke tau programa. Ko tau talk show i hahoni, tau sia o te Nili Latu langilangi. Nili Latu, welcome to the show. Tewe hake.
Very malo mai whangamare paku anga lau ta whawhetai pike eki tau ke inasi pe he mana wa mo ui kaku whiawhia au pito he ke u kau atu ki he pokalama o e whiawhini. Maro.
Malo Abito. Thank you, Latu, for joining us. Latu currently right now is in Japan. He's currently playing professional over there. He's been on the pitch for quite some time. So Latu, you're one of my I'm your number one fan. I would say that, not because you're not here, but man, you're here, but because man, I seen you. I love to play in the pack, in the forwards, all around in the tight forwards, and also in the loose forwards. But before we continue on, great things we're going to talk about today. Where you from in Tonga, or where you come from, your parents? Viewers with our audience who now see my now tie in begging I say to maybe. Okay, lava maybe okay, if you help me,
Malore. Both of my parents are from Tonga Tapu, from my pa. Motor wana kumu I hake. About the mo pasa ki pe kolonga pe don't blink because you'll miss how far. It's but my mother is from there. My father has the halalo side there as well. So go ma to ben na mautupa ke pe I afa I Tonga Tapu pa mautoki tok fai mai whenga ki nusila mai whenga mari.
Oh, Bito Latu. Like our show, the title of the show itself, it's Journey Beyond the Horizon, and the show is for everyone, talking about their journeys, talking about all the things they go through, the things that what they add. So the things that we do in life daily, will become that person. So basically, you're like I said, I'm your number one fan, but take us through your rugby career. I recall your profile. You started played in the Super 12 back in the days. You started playing for the Chiefs, Waikato Chiefs. But before that, prior to that, you played with the Bay of Plenty, Air New Zealand Cup at that time. So Latu, I know your Sacred Heart. So shout out to Sacred Heart College. All the ex-students and all the alumni. He's one of your sons and one of the ex-students. Showing and raising the bar and a good example and role model. But take us through Latu, kind of like it's up to you. The show is yours. You share your goal that you set to be a rugby player and to become a professional rugby player when you started in New Zealand as your family moved from Tonga to New Zealand.
Yeah, I guess one of the most humbling thing for me was my upbringing. So my parents, like how we were my no sila. So I was left behind in Tonga with Mukui. So it was my sister, myself, but my brother, my older brother. Pea nai oi pe ki mau tolu he mau kui he lotu. Pato ki mau e whainga maari e ke mau hiki mai ki New Zealand, joined the parents he 91. And I guess, being from a small village, there was no TV, they've never seen rugby. If I get to go into town, that's a blessing itself, as I remembered. Once I joined Wellington New Zealand and I joined school, everybody was playing rugby. And I think it just attracted me to what it was and famous people that was playing at the time. And knowing I struggled through school, to help me Tonga about language barrier and learning and stuff. But I realized quite early, and growing up, so by the time me and my brother and my sister, I had other we already had the siblings as well, for my parents as well. So na mautoko ono tangata, mautoko tahawhiwhine beba, she's the oldest. So from a very young age, when I first started rugby at Sacred Heart, a struggle, I think, you know, all Polynesian family goes through, and I got to see my dad working, you know, job and just to make ends meet, my mum as well. So I started working as well while I was at school. So it was school, rugby training, and then I'll walk to my, I used to push trolley at the supermarket. Then some days I work at McDonald's just to make ends to help my parents. So that was my foundation of my rugby quite early. Was the motivation was my family, and helping as much as I can. And I guess as a 39-year-old still playing now, when I look back at my journey, you know, what a blessing, you know, the way I came through my rugby career. And, you know, for me, I'm still blessed. I feel really blessed to getting mea ngawe ke si he iki ai kutare ni ti neonga ngahi pandemic mo ngai mea kopo ko ni ka ku hanga ko lau ta whakawhita I pehe ene ke whia mea ngawe aki ai motuan.
Malo pito Latu, ko he vai whafof. From Malo Kaku, you know, the awesome journey, you know, and appreciate, you know, sharing those experiences, because, you know, all those experiences are sacred. You know, those are experiences are sacred to you, and those are your drive, your motivation that push you to go through family, you know, hard working, and also setting goals to accomplish. And so true. Thank you for sharing that. Latu, take us, you know, to the opportunity when you play in the professional level in New Zealand. You know, how was that? You know, how was that you started play high school or college, they call it, and you know, in New Zealand you go college, and then you go to the next level. You play Super 12, because a lot of our boys in Tonga, we got a raw talent, you know, no doubt. You know, we cannot lie, but a lot of great talents that we have in the islands, and also it's just in New Zealand based. You know, Polynesians, Tongans, Samoans, Fijians. Take us what were, you know, the things that it makes you, you know, to go beyond, you know, beyond that you know, that specific goal. You went to high school, and after that, oh, I'm going to go all the way. But you know, I know we look at it from outside as a fan page and spectator, but from your own words, you know, again, how was, you know, that journey makes you to go beyond that professional level and keep going. Yeah, you're still doing it. You know, I'm amazed that you still look fit. You still look like the same Nili Latu I saw 2006. I used to live in New Zealand. For a couple of years, and then you play for Tonga. But let's go back to the professional level, and then after that, oh my goodness, it boosted. You went from places to places, you know, professional teams.
Yeah, yes, like what I said quite early at high school, I knew this was my ticket out. This is I could set my future. I kahau, kai pehe ke kahau family, and I always really believed about the ngā we tare di te hange e ki o toko ni pane te tapo ki I whanonga pai enough. Until now, I think that's the beauty of me fully trusting the Lord with my talent. I've never thought in my whole rugby career, and a lot of my friends who's retired from when I was in Akapuru, when I tell them, you know, what's your drive? What makes you keep going? And ko mo ni na ai ngai whakatūtū mo ngai whakaam. Pea taimi go nau mawai a kalaisi. Mahina o rewa ka te au, he had a better plan for me. And au parani pea ia ke retire mahalaine tolu taha, tolua. Ka ko si o rewa ilo ai parani a eki, o te whakawhaofa nge parani. Ai ko kua eno tolu hiwa, ko te maenu whainga marie to ke te wainga tau whao and become coaching at the same time. Ko si o rewa ke unfold in the parani, in the whakawhaofa. And, you know, for me, it's ko journey going here ka mala ka puru. It's out of my hand. Ko tupai me ko toki he iki hang o show me po ka in the for to ke ka puru ka ko, you know, time in here ko no for o CEO Tupo ke Tonga, get the opportunity to play Super Rugby, play for Bear Plenty, and even got to lead my country. You know, that's one of the most blessings thing for me. And with my family as well. Got to lead my country for a long time, and you know that's a blessing itself. So you know that's kagamea ke pore kaku tuku ko toa pe ai all the blessings ke ke ne inas to ta pe.
Aviva Latu, bye for. I mean, this is valuable, and this is information that will last forever. You know, treasure information that you share. Everything has we all know we are Christian, God-fearing people. Everything has to come with God. You know, without God, you know, it's going to be impossible. But with God, everything it's possible. So true. Latu, you touched about Tonga. Yes, you know, the ikalitahi. You know, that's just like, you know, something that boils, you know, every Tongan, you know, male and female, you know, man and woman, the red jersey. You know, I recall 2006. I remember you first played for Tonga. I remember you played in the Junior All Blacks. I was at that game. Hey, lucky the Junior All Blacks, they gave me we first couple minutes we scored like a couple tries. We put up the points, and then you know our brothers Anthony Tutawake and Nili Latu, they were praying for the other team. Oh my goodness, you know they start breaking, you know, the sabi ko siya ko fan ko tautuan ay tingaw ay go forward. Oh my goodness. We dominate, you know, we dominate that game, you know, with the forwards and then your pack, you know, the boys, the red jersey. You know, I'm sorry, but like, you know, something that we love, you know, it's so passionate, you know, in our hearts, in our minds. Kata kita ki tolo mata ko hi, aku kabawa baby to, kata ito. Latu, take us to the 2007. You know that the States, we were like the underdog in that pool. We got Samoa, we got USA. USA thought they got a high chance they're gonna beat us, but no way. No, we won. And then Samoa, I recall the game prior to that was a game we thought, man, Samoa have a really, really good squad. They got all their players, but man, we have the Lord, you know, and they have the Lord also. Samoan brothers, you know, we love our Samoan brothers. But you know, a rivalry with Samoa and Fiji, you know, it's always there because we're all island brothers. We play passionate rugby. But take us through Tonga when you wear the red jersey and you captain the team and you go through your experience. And then I recall you play a couple World Cup on your profile. My goodness, this is amazing. Those are a great achievement you've done for our country, and we are proud for you. So good proud, you know, good proud for you for serving, you know, our countrymen and also the nation of Tonga, you know, playing for Tonga and Ikalita.
Yeah, the red jersey means you know, it describes a lot of things. It describes my people. It describes who I am, my family. But I think most importantly, wearing the red jerseys, I take it back to our flag. The red is the blood of Christ, and the cross, you know, that's who we are. That's our identity as Tongans. So every time I get to wear the red jersey, I have no fear. The Lord is always with us. But you know, it's a, you know, I know everybody's different when they mung na tuya falan kukula ka keteau oku fedeng ai mea ka teau oku asimai falan kukula ne represent ka keteau ko. Most importantly, ai uhinga ai kala kulokul ho tau falani ai karetahi ko ta ho tau iko sisu kalasi pe mo kolosi pe asi pe tau fuka pe ko tu ko mea ko pore anga ia o tau fonua ko lagi tuko e lagi fa Tonga ki tau pe mila o au pe ke a honi. I think pak tau sio ke pandemic ko me ngai me mama ni okay how pe o tau fonua pe ko tu fa pa pe ko ke how pe o tau fonua ko e foki he lagi fa o tau fonua ke tau pe mila. But you know, We walked into the tournament 2007 World Cup. We had everything against. And I took Aussie Bay, the Tonga. So it was quite hard to get now that our best players. So we had to rally around for sponsorship just to get into England and get my preparation to for the World Cup. But basically, I just said to the players, what can we do for our people to make them happy? And we don't have the money, we don't have anything. But and when we put everything into one place, I don't see anyone moving us. We just wanted to make our people happy. What can we make? And I think a show I fear and it was worth it, worth every sacrifice that we did for our families and but especially just to see our people. They're doing exactly the same thing. So we're hoping the future is better. We always need to hope for a better future for our young generation. And like what you said before, Tonga, fair a bit of that need to let it Tonga. Get Tonga far now. Harness now don't have right in right department and right area. It's one of my best achievements in life, to play for my country, but also to lead my country.
Those experiences, and it's those experiences were unforgettable. And we'll all go into our grades, and then we give you all the credits and the boys. Credits to the 2007 and also the current Italitahi and the former Italitahi rugby players for putting our Kifonua on the map. Kifonua is easy, and the game that I loved the most was South Africa, the Springboks. I thought they game. Tako moni lau apa mau hia matoria homo foki mai na tau kai pola I ko holo ko salo te ko matu de pe e mau atu ko e mau kawa te me a mau hia wale e mo homo tawangi Tonga I kapa ko hia pe ungia hia ka pana na tu fo mo fu sa ya niti ko sa Springboks tako tau ave pe ngangi ki otua ni ko vai moni au wa ko pe tau he tau unga fa fo no ko tau to mau lalo tau ofa ki otua tau hu ke o tua he tango tope tako moto tau fon he o tua mo Tonga ko hoku to Golden Tonga is my inheritance, so it's my inheritance. Latu, any experience that you cherish the most from the 2007 squad? Anything? I know there's a lot of countless experiences, and I recall there was a Pacific Islanders Warriors coming out on Netflix. We saw that one. We saw how our team, we tried to procure some sponsorships, through the, at that time, Eperi Tayone, great help from our brother, Eperi at that time in Europe, and also the boys in Europe, all the boys out there, and at that time, Finamaka and the boys in Europe. But any experience that you want to share, that you want to cherish, the most, or you want to, or any experience, whatsoever that you want to share regarding the 2007 Rugby World Cup in Europe at that time, France and also England.
Yeah. One experience hard to let go. O manate mau whenga mai mi Tonga o peni no sila ke whenga mau tikite ke mau toki England o campia ka mau toki alu ki France. Na ai tamaka pulu peko istuivai na vainga foroa Hong Kong. Kato ko nila ya isi mau wa ki England. Pero ko mau uloki na ka ha mau lok tak na mau toko ni ma ki loki. E mau mo he ka ko hanga peta. Pe ko mau kai e fia fina mau tak ha fu mo ka kato. leading in. So that got that experience go still have me feel for fun. And that's something that I really hold dearly. Neongo ka ko me na help ko mala ko me na help ko tu ai mala na fatwa ki mau tolu ke mau wa inga the way we did at the World Cup. And it was quite hange beha hati ko Tonga e mau march in go to the World Cup. But you know, if any team can do it, will be the Tongan team. They can do it. And but that's something that I'll hold dearly. Just the way we live. We had like 3 guys on the floor and 2 on the bed, and it was like, you know, just keep rotating every night. We go training, come back, and there's a truck there with I think there's about 45 chickens, whole chickens, and we just stand at the car park and we just it was a great experience, and you know, it's something that not often you see, but you know, I'm grateful I share the experience with my brothers.
Aviva Latu, you know, the brotherhood you share, you know, the bond and the love off the field, you know, and the sacrifices, the dedication. Man, we saw that clip, and then we thought, man, these guys, you know, they're professional rugby players. They pay a lot of money in their clubs, but play for the country. You know, it's a different story. But you know, we don't want that's all, you know, behind us. But you know, I just want to give you guys the credit, man. You know, credit is due when it's due. So you know, definitely, you guys you know, dedicated with all your heart, mind, and strength. You know, to love our country and to die for our country. You know, and that's the Mate Matonga spirit, and the Mate Matonga, you know, is everywhere. You know, within our people when we do something for our people and for our country. Man, that's, you know, man, that's some spirit. This is a spiritual, you know, it's more like a spiritual upliftment for me when you share the you know, the sacrifice, the bonding, and the brotherhood. Excuse me. Latu, you played for the Pacific Islanders, you know, 2006, 2008, couple trips, you were the captain. How was that experience to you? You know, that's just amazing. That's like, you know, you're on top of the pinnacle of your career. You're playing rugby, still playing rugby, and you still play, you know, at that level. So how was that for you? Playing for the Pacific Islanders.
I think playing for Tonga, you know, it's a blessing itself, and then get to captain, you know, our Polynesian brothers. You know, what an honor that itself. But you know, it's something that I see now with the Moana Pacifica and our Fijian brothers team, and we've been knocking on the door for so long. But you know, those experience, you know, a lot of great warriors came through our journey, 2006 and 8, Samoan, Fijian, and Tongan, and I think what time you back at catch up to the market where the rugby is at the moment. Ka hanga lau tau whiawhia kotoa pehe I he whainga maria ko mai ki whakalere he Moana Pacifica pe mo tau brothers from the Fijian brothers and our timi ki he Super Rugby next year. So hanga lau, some memories are hard to erase, and you know, some memories I'll definitely take to the grave.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Totally true. You know, the Pacific Islanders, you know, we represented everyone, you know, the Pacific Islanders, the Fijians, Samoans, the Tongans, well, because we're all one. We're all one people. Cook Island, Niue, you know, also Papua New Guinea, everyone. Once it's a Pacifica word over there in Pacific Islands, we're just one people. Because we have that love, that bonding, you know, for love one another. Moana Pacifica, you talk about Moana Pacifica. No, that's just fantastic news. I loved it. You know, I love the platform where they at, Clark, and also the great, you know, Jones, and also you know, our people out there in New Zealand who are doing it. With that, Latu, what in the we're looking to the future. What are, you know, I know you can share like your thoughts. You're going to take it to the next level. Any words of advice? You know, I know this coming up. It's there right now. It's there. We're on the table right now. We're on the table. We're dealing with great contracts, and I like what Coach, you know, this is just my opinion, what Coach Tuifua and Kefu, Dotai Kefu said, please don't steal our players, you know, Australia, New Zealand. But what are some words of advice or encouragement to the boys? I know there's hope. There's hope, and the tunnel and the light is there for us to go through.
Yeah, I guess what Kefu said is I think it's been happening for too long. Don't steal our players. It's been happening for generation and generation, and I think it's the great thing about Moana Pacifica. It's a big chance for Tonga and Samoa because Fiji's by themselves at the moment, and it's really important that they put organisation that's really strong. Super Rugby. Tau sio bege Sun Wolf koni siapa ni. Kamata pepe aku mate. Pako tui koe. That's the nautala noa pa mo CEO Moana Pacifica. Yes, aneafi. So it's how important the Moana Pacifica need to function and to win. So it's a great platform ke tau whanau Pasifiki ke hanau ngai whainga maari. Ko tui peo tatau pe a Tonga ha mo fisika unga waibe mo tau whanau I Amerika. Ko tui peo iai nau whainga maari ke nau wainga mai Moana Pacifica. So it's a great concept. Just hopefully there is no loophole. Ke nau te hango to'o ai ha tau ta maiki ki he o pleki ka area.
Moni apito Latu hangi ko hola ve ko irope ko your experiences and all the expertise you've been through, is rugby, and that's your passion, and so true. You've seen the ins and outs, the management, the front door, what's going on in the office, what's going on in the locker room. And that's so true for sharing that. And we encourage our people, our viewers out there, our fans, Samoans, Tongans, Fijians, show up to the stadium, to show our support. Like you said, we need to play to win. Yeah. And in the meantime, sometimes if we're not going to get one with the results, but the spirit and the passion is there. Oh my goodness, the boys will appreciate. The boys will just play for that passionate rugby and show the great rugby that we have.